Hello guys, how's it going? White Storm here and welcome to the Wildfire Community YouTube page. And today we have a cracking match on Himmlesdorf. Now, Himmlesdorf has been played in Clan Wars very heavy of late. Type 5 heavies, mouses, 5As, it's just getting absolutely silly. And at this point in the Clan Wars tournament that we were playing in, we were getting to the point where we were just like, ugh, not Himmlesdorf again. It's just an issue. So we thought, how can we crack this nut? Well, the E4 might have a good go. It's got great maneuverability, high alpha, a bit of a long reload, but the maneuverability really helps out with that. So we put together a team, a couple of heavies just to get the hit points up, a couple of IS-7s for those who don't have the big guns, and the rest of them E4s and a couple of E3s just for fun. We've also got there a Jägerpanzer E100 and another E100 at the top there. So we're against a team of similar comparison. They've got Super Conquerors, 57 heavies, which are normally the go-to tank for dispatching these high alpha, super heavy tanks. And as you can see here, we have been given the order to push, and move in, and I slam a good shot into the front of that inner drive wheel, I suppose, of the mouse. And we'll take a look at that again in a little bit of a slow motion as the entire force of E4s pushes round onto these super heavy nasties, and they're all looking for a bit of play. And as they come in, they start reversing out of the way, getting in each other's way and causing general confusion. We lay down our artillery strike as they just fired theirs and they missed us, just firing that off a little bit on the early side there. And we move in to get some kill shots, to get some decent size shots and start isolating down those super heavy tanks, those Type 5s and mouses. Let's look again at that from my perspective, and as you can see, the artillery strike comes in just behind the force of E4s with that little bit better maneuverability, and I put a decent shot into that inner drive wheel there. So do the other guys, and that first mouse is wondering what hit him. Well, I'll tell you what hit him. About 5 or 4 E4s and E3s all at the same time, almost one-shotting that mouse. Now I get caught up here on the inside, so we'll go to a cinematic as we see the E4s going in there and clearing out. Now at the top of that hill you can see, just maybe, that there's an Object 140 raining down shots, and he's going to be to my detriment. As we begin to isolate the second, and then also that final Mausian, who's beginning to... I say Mausian, he's just a mouse, sorry. And he begins to start using his armor a little bit better, but he's turned sideways. We've got numbers over, and he begins to reverse out the way, trying to get into the clear, and he's taken a hell of a lot of damage. One of the E3s goes in there and begins to finish him off, getting a decent shot into his frontal lower plate there. And as again, we'll have a look at that a little bit better. As I've cleared from that obstruction, I go for a side shot on the Type 5 heavy, getting a good flat piece of his armor, and we're beginning to push down onto the final Type 5 heavy. There he is. Now I just try to get into the left-hand side of him there, just to stop him from reversing too much, and unfortunately I get pinned. I get a nasty fire very shortly. There we go. My driver's gone, my tracks are gone. I try to go for a shot to the roof, and I get set on fire like I said. But that mouse has only got 1,400 hit points left. That's less than half of his initial hit points there, of 3,000. And the Object 140 is raining down shots on me. I've got 22 hit points left. I think about going for a shot into the... now the other side, they have cleared out all of those nasty tanks down there. And the Object 140 has come down off the hill. He's the final tank left to fight. And that is pretty much the end of the game. They kind of were lost for words there. Then the game didn't stretch out too long. We're having a little bit of fun at the end, a few team kills. But... we've only got that 140 left, and I think he's going to run into a world of pain here. So let's go to a cinematic of that. As we come round, we will shoot at him, see how it actually was done, and then we'll get a little cinematic. And guys, what a fantastic game that was. Interesting strategy. We didn't rely on the super heavies, it turned out. We relied purely on those Type 4s and Type 3s, or E3s and E4s, whatever you call them. As the team kill comes in on the E3 there as he gets the final willing shot. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next episode. Bye-bye.